I come from that generation where my parents put me into soccer, having no idea whatsoever what soccer was. I don't think my father or my mother had any opportunity to play soccer. So they put me in that, unable to give me much guidance. But I took to it and really enjoyed it. And I always kind of pictured education being the vehicle to get me to soccer. And it turned out that soccer was the vehicle to get me into education. My junior year in high school, we were one of the top teams in the state, and coming into my senior year, I was touted as one of the players in the state to watch, and I ended up injuring myself, spraining my MCL, which forced me to wear a brace all year, and then I broke my hand, then had a cast on my hand, and it was just devastating. I can remember crying and kind of withdrawing myself because it really hurt what I had expected to happen, which was to be the best, to be drafted, to have scholarships raining down on me, and it didn't happen. I didn't get the schools that I wanted to give me a chance to play soccer, and through that really disappointing turn of events, I ended up at a smaller school, and that's really made all the difference. I got a scholarship to play at Kalamazoo College, small Division III liberal arts school, and whilst there, kind of realized I had interest and passion for all things education. Kalamazoo College was a very international school, and we were given the opportunity to study abroad. I'd taken French through middle school, high school, could say about 3 words, and then went and lived in France, and when I was there, I realized, holy cow, it's a whole other world. It's a whole another way of doing things. And after that trip, I had the international bug in me, and I just kept going, and then I went on to grad school, pursued and earned my law degree and my business degree, my MBA. From there, lived in France, Singapore, Thailand, Guatemala, Argentina, Spain, and came here to Seattle. I teach a class called Cultural Intelligence at the business school at Seattle University. It's really unique because it's coupled with an international component. We're in the classroom doing kind of traditional coursework, but we're also hopping on an airplane and going down to Guatemala and immersing ourselves in the culture there. And when we think of culture, typically we think of the national culture, but culture can be anything. It's just a group of individuals that are bound together by the same ideas and values, and that kind of see things through the same lenses. So the purpose of the course is learning how to better communicate and work with others. The first step is to recognize that you might be seeing things differently. Just like a game plan in soccer, it's not enough to have great players. You have to know in which ways those players are great. They all respond differently, so to effectively communicate, you've got to know your teammates, and then you need to come up with a strategy to maximize those strengths, and then you also have to implement that strategy. I would like to think that I've had many success and triumphs along the way, but what I've taken most out of soccer in terms of applying it to my life has been the shortcomings and the failures, kind of the disappointments. I think as you accumulate those experiences, you learn to better deal with that, because quite frankly, life rarely goes as you plan it. You just have to be the best version of yourself that you can be. It's not only kind of freeing and liberating, but also important to getting the most out of yourself. And I think it's important to keep building on what you have accomplished and keep striving to accomplish more. I was injured, so I went to Kalamazoo College and met the best friends I've ever had in my life. Learned that I had a passion for international living, for foreign languages, for learning, for education, and that has really made all the difference in my life. My name is Aaron Thornburg, and I am Washington Youth Soccer.